Hey guys, Casey here. Welcome back to Lions Den Investments and Reviews. Hope you guys are having a good day. Do me a favor, smash that subscribe button, hit the like button as well. Helps with the YouTube algorithm. Over here on this channel, guys, we talk about investments, financial products, anything that will, better your life and get you into a position of what I like to call FU money. Okay, the best way to do that right now is to play this crypto market. Because honestly, that's where the returns are. And with that said, I want to talk about the market and what people are saying as far as on-chain analysis when it comes to the Bitcoin bull and bear cycles that occur every 4 years. Because a lot of people right now that are studying the on-chain analysis are talking about this 4 year bull and bear cycle basically disappearing. And they're talking about like Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto market just going up and up and up from here. My own personal opinion to that, is that I don't think that is realistic, to be quite honest, because you're always going to have supply and demand in any type of market, which means you're going to have buyers and sellers. So, just playing off of traditional markets like I have over the past like 12 years, I can tell you I've seen a lot of stuff go up and up and up in price and just completely go parabolic. And then what happens? It ends up coming down because you have day traders out there who end up selling. Now that brings me to the next point I want to get into before we start covering all this stuff, because I've had a lot of conversations lately with other people within my own circle. And it's funny because, I was just talking about day traders. I want to go into talking about gambling and how that relates with day trading, because I've heard it several times just within the last couple weeks. People are telling me what I'm doing is gambling. And there's a big difference between what I'm doing and, say, going to a casino and playing blackjack or Russian roulette. And let me explain why what I'm doing is so different. First off, yeah, as an investor, guys, here's a tip for you. You always want to look at your odds before you invest in anything. So let's say, for me, just take me for an example, okay? When I invest, the odds have to be 85% or greater for me in winning and making money. Otherwise, I'm not going to take the trade. Just that's plain simple. Yeah, that's how I operate, okay? And how do I know that? How do I know what my odds are? I do my research. I have to dig into each project that I am a part of and look into it and find out what it is these people are doing. Part of that includes investing in myself, educating myself as well, spending hundreds, if not thousands of dollars into my own education, trying to understand how blockchain works, okay, so that I can make a better educated decision on what I'm throwing my money into. Whereas, like, let's say you go to a casino, right? You've heard the term, the house always wins. Well, just go to a casino and look at how many people, okay, who gamble lose their money. We're looking at what, 99.9% of people that go into a casino are going to lose those. They're going to lose their money. They're going to lose their ass. And the ones that are good, okay, fine. So you know how to count cards, right? Let's say you're a blackjack player. You know how to count cards. You have 85% odds of winning at the table every single time you step in at that table. Okay, great. Do that for 6 months. Because I can almost guarantee you, if that's what you're doing, and that's the only way you're making money, eventually you're going to lose. And you'll probably lose big too, just like the day traders do. Day traders do the same stuff. On Wall Street, here's a statistic for you. On Wall Street, 99.9% of day traders who are professional day traders who handle money on 401k accounts are going to lose money long term. We're talking over a 5-year time frame. They might kill it and crush it for the first year, but can they continually do that over and over and over? No, it's been proven statistically. All you have to do is go do some research, look at the stats. Okay? Here's what I'm trying to say. The difference between gambling and being an investor is it's night and day. What I do, I'm not a gambler. Okay, I invest. So, for instance, with the Theta Project, which I'm going to cover here at the very end of this video, we'll go over some announcements on that as well. on Theta, for instance, I can invest and throw money into Theta, and it's going to spit me off passive income. We're talking like $300-400 a month right now. Okay? And that's not me trying to brag here, guys. That's just saying that, you know, it makes money for me in my sleep, right? Whereas if I go to the blackjack table and let's say I play, you know, blackjack or Russian roulette, is that going to pay me in my sleep? Is it going to pay me extra money every single month like clockwork in my sleep? No. So that's the biggest difference between gambling and investing. And I just wanted to talk about that because, yes, maybe to a certain extent, when you're looking at odds of investing in some of these projects, it can kind of seem like I'm gambling, but it's not. I'm a long-term mindset. I don't chase money. I don't go for short profits unless it's money I can afford to lose. And that's just some advice I would have for people who are playing in this market or trying to make money right now and make it really, really fast. And here's the other thing. A lot of people dabble, okay? So they'll sit there. I always hear this too. A lot of people come up to me and they're like, hey, what should I put my money in? What should I put my money in? And I'll tell them, okay, well, you know, you could go into XRP, you could go into Theta, you could go into Algorand, one of these, you know, lower priced projects that's way undervalued, and you know, you can make some money there. And then the next question I ask them though is, well, how much money do you have? And the answer I always get over and over and over, never fails to amaze me, but, well, I've only got like a couple $100, you know, or I got like $500. So that's what I'm talking about when I say people are dabbling. You can't dabble, man. If you want to make money in this market, like, guys, over here on this channel, we're lions, okay? We're not sheep. We don't play around. At least I don't. And I know a lot of my subs don't either. They've been in this, you know, long before the bull market even started. They're buying Theta at like 15 cents, and they just kept adding to their positions over and over and over. How do I know that? Because I've talked to some of my subscribers that watch my channel. These guys are lions, okay? And yet they don't dabble. They don't just sit here and go, oh yeah, I got $300 or $400. Let me go ahead and try to flip that for a month and see if I can make some money. No. Like for me, I dropped thousands of dollars into Theta. I was all in. But I wasn't gambling. Like, I did my research first. I found out what the project was about. All that. So those are just some tips for you guys. I didn't really mean to go off on a rant there, but you know, some of the stuff that my friends are talking about, people I've heard just in my own personal circle telling me that I'm gambling. Like, I wanted to clear the record on that because it's good substance. It's good stuff to talk about. And I thank them for that because it kind of adds to this channel and gives people something to really think about when they're investing in blockchain, okay? Or for any other, you know, asset and traditional stocks for that matter. So with that said, let's clear the record there. That's the biggest difference between investors and day traders, gamblers and investors. So right now, we'll go back to the chart here. Bitcoin, I just want to give you an update on the technicals. Right now, we had the 50-day moving average crossover back over the 200-day moving average on the charts. That was around August 11th to about August 13th. And since then, that's called a golden cross. The golden cross is great. It's a great bullish signal on Bitcoin. And since then, guys, we've been holding steady above 45,000. Okay, that's very, very bullish. Now, it doesn't mean we cannot come back down, though, because if you see where I've got the red and the green here, I've got a high and a low. Okay, what they call like a zone range here, or basically just a range of where the price could go. The 200-day moving average, you know, that's what you want to watch when you're looking at these charts, is to see where Bitcoin could possibly fall down to, because that 200-day moving average now is acting as massive support. All right, now, yes, we're maintaining above all the moving averages right now, even the 21-day moving average, but if that price comes down, I mean, it very easily could fall back down here to, you know, 40,000, 41,000. So just because we're maintaining right now doesn't mean that we can't come back down. And to be quite honest, if we came back down, that would be super healthy for the prices of Bitcoin. Now, with that said, though, let's go over here to the articles, because I want to talk about the Bitcoin bull and bear cycles, and why people are, on-chain analysts like Willy Woo here are talking about it becoming a thing of the past, right? Basically, in the article, Willy Woo says that the pronounced bull and bear cycles become a thing of the past for Bitcoin. Here's why. He says that the typical 4-year cycles that most analysts observe in Bitcoin will be replaced by a drunken walk upwards, much like the S&P 500 or other major stock indices. And so you probably heard this in a few of the other channels out there right now, and they're talking about that as well. And quite honestly, I think long term he's probably right on that, just because you've got all the institutions, the big institutional players, the whales, coming in with hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars, just doubling down on all their positions on Bitcoin. And I've been covering the fundamentals on that for quite a while now. So if you watch my channel, go back and watch some of those videos, because I show you just pretty much every week how more and more money is pouring into this market, and it's coming from a lot of the big institutional players. So I'll leave a link in the description so you can read over this for yourself if you want, but I just wanted to show you that. Here's the next article. U.S. banking giant Morgan Stanley buys over $250 million worth of Grayscale Bitcoin Trust shares, right? You guys will have to excuse me here. We got a brand new puppy. He likes to bark, so that's probably what you're hearing in the background there. So forgive me if you hear this little dog barking in the background. He's a cute little guy, but my God, I mean, his voice carries. So moving on, though, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust shares, $250 million worth. Morgan Stanley just bought. I gave you the list of the 13 banks globally, 6 of the largest U.S. banks investing. Covered that in last video as well. Just more evidence right there for you. Next article, though, check this out. We're going to get into NFTs here a little bit, because I'm trying to do some stuff with NFTs, and I've got a friend of mine who is doing some artwork, and whenever we're done with that, I'm going to let you know how you can make money in NFTs, and I'm going to show you a few places you can go to create your own NFTs. A lot of people are still speculating on NFTs, though, and don't quite understand how they work, so they think this NFT, it's bullshit. Well, I can tell you right now, it's not. Okay, NFTs are a big part of the future when it comes to corporate brands, for instance. Just like this, targeting NFTs and adoption continues to skyrocket. Now, why the hell would corporate brands want to target NFTs, right? Well, it's blockchain, it's rarity, it's all about use case, smart contracts. You can implement smart contracts in NFTs, guys. Okay, if you don't understand the technology, you might want to look into it, because smart contracts revolve around NFTs as well. Give you a great example. Multi-chain. Okay, I told you I was going to cover multi-chain. If you don't know what multi-chain is, it is basically a platform where you can create your own blockchain and then create multiple blockchains within that blockchain. Now, this is for corporations. Okay, so you can privatize it through the privacy, making it more secure, scalable, faster transactions, and you can even create NFTs, okay? NFTs that are directed towards different departments. So let's say you have like a marketing and sales. Let's say you have an IT department, or let's say you have HR. They all can use these multi-chains or multiple blockchains within a blockchain, okay? And you can do this with R3 Corda as well. And you can create NFTs that these different departments can trade back and forth for business use case, making financial transactions within their own company. And the cool thing about it is they can make it completely confidential. There's something called certificate authority, which can be implemented inside these blockchains. And because of that, anybody that joins the network, they need access and permissions before they can even use the network. So you can create user accounts basically that talk on different blockchains within, you know, something like multi-chain, and they create what they call channels or streams, and these streams can talk to a blockchain. For example, not stick with me here, okay? You got a blockchain for sales and marketing department. You create that. Then you create a blockchain for the IT department, okay? And then you create one for HR. Each one of them has their own individual blockchain. Then you got user accounts that are set up on each individual blockchain, and you can use NFTs with smart contracts and put those on these different channels or these different streams and send that token back and forth for financial transactions and automation when it comes to business use case. So that would be a big reason why corporate brands right now are targeting NFTs, because guys, it's the future. It is the future. So in case you didn't know, now you know. And NFTs can not only are they used for artwork, but they can be used for, you know, multiple different use cases. But anyways, that leads me into the next piece here. We're not going to go over this article. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can read it, which leads me into the next piece, which is the Theta Project. And they just had another announcement. It came out just recently. And their big focus, guys, what is it? It's NFTs. And this is just some more news on basically what they're doing. They announced a $1 million in hackathon prizes to incentivize ecosystem development in Theta blockchain. Now, if you're not familiar with hackathons, basically what they do, it's kind of like what Cardano's doing right now, where they go out, they hire a firm with a bunch of developers who will go in and try to test their blockchain and hack it. And if they find any type of vulnerabilities, it's basically ethical white hat hacking. And what they'll do is they'll find vulnerabilities and then improve upon the blockchain based on what their findings are. Okay, so that's basically what a hackathon is. Not only is hacking involved, but they'll build decentralized applications for use case on the blockchains as well. But this one here is the first hackathon phase, which runs September 1st through December 1st and features 500,000 in prizes. So it'll be interesting to see what people come up with on the Theta blockchain for that. But that leads me into the next part here, guys, which is the evolution of NFTs on Theta blockchain. Remember, Q4 is coming up. We have Katy Perry that's going to be releasing her NFT on the Theta blockchain. Okay, she has over 100 million followers and fans. What do you think that's going to do for global adoption for Theta? Not to mention, it's not just Katy Perry. Okay, they've got, I think, what, like $10 million just allocated towards marketing. So if they hit that at the same time that Katy Perry is doing this, I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see what you know unfolds and the results of all that. Because I can tell you, Q4, I'm looking forward to some very good price action in Theta. And if you guys are too, hit the like button. Let me know what you think the prices are going to go to on Theta when all this starts rolling out. But you know, again, they've also got a developer conference here, and Wes Levitt is going to be presenting on the evolution of NFTs on Theta blockchain, and the presentation and the Q&A will air on Wednesday at 13:30 KST time. I don't know what that is here in US time, to be quite honest with you. But just stay tuned. I mean, just go out to the Twitter, you know, Theta Network Twitter page here, and I'm sure, you know, they'll give you an updated time on that. But I just wanted to cover that real quick and give you some tips on how I feel about gamblers versus investors and what I'm doing versus, say, a day trader, because, you know, at the end of the day, guys, these markets are volatile. They will eat your lunch if all you're trying to do is gamble. And if you're just dabbling right now, hold off. You know, if all you got is like $300 or $400 to throw at it, and that's all you can do, it's not even worth it. I mean, unless you're investing in something that's like, I don't know, a project where you can get in at 5 cents. But then again, if you're doing that, you better do your research because you might be gambling on something that's not really worth a damn thing. So just keep that in mind because, again, you don't want to be a sheep. You don't want to get left in the dust. You want to get your lunch stolen from you from the bigger dogs out here playing with bigger pockets, and the people that are more long-term mindset people. Those are the people I refer to as lions, guys. They will eat your lunch. So if you don't want to if you don't want to lose your money, join the lions. Okay, get in that lion's den. That's all I've got from here, guys. Hope you guys are having a good day. Again, subscribe to the channel. And with that said, markets go up and down. We might come back down here, but fear nothing, okay? I'll talk to you later.